Sam Jackson.
Robin Williams has done those roles as well. He's been able to broach those as well. You forget this man played Mr. Doubtfire, Miss Doubtfire. This man played.
What's that to do with Shakespeare? You use the word. Don't get mad at me because I keep bringing up the fact that you use Shakespeare and the fact that Samuel L. Jackson did not.
I get what you're saying. You're trying to say what type of extremes he goes through in his ranges and his performances. I get that okay. Part. So because Shakespeare is considered like a very far extreme. When Denzel does Othello, it's like it's an extreme. Sam Jackson. I think
Denzel did Macbeth.
That was Lawrence Fishburne.
My bad. Macbeth. But I would argue like Sam has shown range. It's just that for us, a lot of times there's three things that's happening. Mm-hmm. One, we could always see the Sam Jackson in his performance. We just identify with him in that way. Two, my man might be getting typecast. Three, he has shown that range, but it's not consistent. The things that he does is he goes back to a character that he can always reuse and recycle in other films. I agree with that. We see more of him being the same loud, cussing type character that we're familiar with than we see him do like a Mr. Glass, then a Coach Carter, then a Mace Windu, right? Like we don't get to see him lean far into those other characters very often. It's like once every 10 years at most. But I think he has that range. He has that consistency. He has something where he hints at a little bit of something and then comes back to his core, just like Denzel, right? Denzel does the same exact thing. He did Macbeth and couldn't drop that New York accent. He did Gladiator, couldn't drop that New York accent. But he's still showing range when he goes from Training Day to
Malcolm X.
Yeah.
I would actually argue that's the perfect point. Denzel. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to step on you, Ant.
No, go ahead.
Denzel, because I think there's a difference between playing the same role and having the same aura for each of your characters. I could argue very profusely that, and listen, I'm not trying to convince you to put Samuel L. on your Mount Rushmore. No. But I'm defending his honor a little bit because I think that he played extremely different characters as his role in Django. Compare that to Mace Windu, where he didn't scream at all, didn't curse because it's Star Wars, and they would say, nerf herder before they would say motherfucker. All right. And roles like that where he doesn't necessarily get the credit for because, hey, he's not crying or he's not saying thou shalt, but he is showing a different type of character. He's not the same dude from Snakes on the Plane that he is in Attack of the Clones. He's not the same dude in Black Snake Moan that he is in, and like I said, I guess I don't know if I really want to include the Coming to America because that was more like a cameo. It was really a real role. 187, and he's not the same guy. Doesn't have the same demeanor in To Kill, A Time to Kill that he does in Mr. Glass, even though his voice sounds the same. All right, as I said, Mr. Glass, but was that? That was the name of the movie. Yeah, there was a movie called Mr. Glass. I'm not tripping.
Yeah, it was called Glass.
It was Glass, right? It was Glass. And in Unbreakable and stuff like that. So his range may not have such distinguishing voices and mannerisms, but the overall arc of the characters and the way that they're depicted, I feel like does warrant him showing at least a little bit of range. Now, I get what you're saying though.